What up? It's your girl, Aimee J, your personal hype man, here today on this Friday, January 10th, 2020. You did it. You made it. You got through the work week. Congratulations. Congratulations. That is awesome. And I know for some of you, like, that was nothing. And others, it was a little bit of a long week. But you've done it. You've made it. Depending on when you're listening to, you're almost at the end of the day. You're almost to the weekend. Hang in there. You got it. Yesterday, we talked about just starting and how important it is for you to begin doing the things that you are holding in your heart. Whether it's a podcast, whether it's a book, whether it's, studying for a test, you got to just start. The sooner you start, the sooner you finish. But there are some things that hold us back that we don't realize or that we don't acknowledge because if we don't think about it, then we're in denial about it. If we don't think about it, then it's not true. And some of those things are fears. A lot of those things are fears. I told you guys this year, 2020, my theme is I am enough. It's one of the reasons I started this podcast was to remind myself that I am enough. But last year's theme for me was embrace your fears. This was huge because fear, I found, was holding me back from a lot of things that I wanted to do. And I'm wondering, how many things is fear holding you back from? Fear stopped me from ever going rock climbing. And I went rock climbing last year because you guys raised money for Mental Health America for my birthday. And I was like, if you do it, I will climb. And I did. And it was amazing. It was such a rush. I never would have had that experience, though, if I allowed my fear of heights to hold me back. I just embraced it and I kept going. A lot of people think that you have to conquer that fear 100%, decimate it before you can do anything. And the truth of the matter is, guys, sometimes that fear will still remain in you as a kernel, as a small little thing. And all we can do is just embrace it, acknowledge the fear, and do it anyway. Don't let it stop you from what you want to do. There's a lot of different types of fear. So I'm going to name a few. When it hits you, and it'll hit you, there's a fear type that's going to stop you, acknowledge it. Let me know, right? So there's the fear of rejection. There's the fear of failure. There's a fear of not doing well, meaning it's subpar. Not producing that quality work, falling short, right? But there's also a fear of success, fear of the unknown, fear of a fear of unknown is actually a big thing because it falls into a lot of different things, right? Fear of heights is, I don't know what'll happen when I'm this high and something could happen, but when you're locked in and you're strapped to go rock climbing, it's not that bad, right? So you take precautions to address these fears. But fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of the unknown are things that you can address. Those aren't fears that have to hold you back. Those are fears that we got to face and keep pushing through. Because we're afraid of rejection, but truly on the other side is only acceptance. There may be a small minority that may reject you, but guys, got to remember, not everyone's going to like us. Not everyone's going to like what we do. Not everyone likes this podcast. Not everyone listens to this podcast, and I'm okay with that. I mean, some days it's a struggle. I'm like, why am I doing it? But I'm okay with that overall because I'm helping you. We have to stop thinking about everyone's approval, everyone's acceptance. You're doing it for you. It helps other people. Absolutely, no doubt. But you do it for you. Start because you can do it. You got to put your hands around the fears and do it anyway. Some of us don't realize it, but fear of success is also something that holds us back. You may not realize it, but for some people, that is a true fear. What happens if this works out? They're going to want, if I was writing a book, what if I succeed? They're going to want another book. What if that leads to other stuff? I don't want to do all this other stuff. Do it anyway. You don't know what'll happen. We hold ourselves back from so many things thinking we know what the result will be. But I got to ask you, what happens if it's the result you don't see? Like what I did there? Some of our biggest blessings come from the unknown. Some of our biggest successes and champions come from where we least expect it. But you know where they are? They're in that area that we don't want to tread. They're in that area and space that we stay away from. The devil is a liar, and he will tell you you don't belong there. And I'm here to tell you you do. Don't let fear keep you from that space. All right, that's the biggest thing, because you are strong. You are brave, and you are phenomenal. You deserve to be there just as much as any other person. Don't let anyone tell you differently. You may be weird, you may be different, but that is what makes you special. Hands down, we are all unique and different and weird in our own individual ways. And that's fine. Because in the end, you are still awesome. You are still loved. You are still needed. And in the end, most importantly, guys, you are enough as you are, the way you are. So till tomorrow when we check back in, don't forget, don't stop, keep chasing. Peace.